Welcome to Southeast News on Igbo Area TV, my people. Welcome once again, where we tell our stories the way they truly are. Today's edition will shock you. Bring 5 major stories from 5 Southeast states. Anambra pensioners, over 400 dead in waiting. In Anambra State, pensioners of the defunct Water Corporation have been left to suffer and die. According to their welfare association, over 400 former staff have died since 2012, when the corporation was shut down by government. Many more are bedridden, unable to feed their families. Here are the facts. In 2012, the Industrial Arbitration Panel, IAP, ordered Anambra State to pay all outstanding salaries, pensions, gratuities, and promotion to staff. In 2014, the National Industrial Court in Enugu issued a garnishi absolute order instructing Fidelity Bank to release 1.86 billion naira from Anambra government accounts. Out of these, 1.5 billion naira was for the Water Corporation, 360 million naira was for ANSEPA, ANSEPA. In 2022, another garnishi order of 471 million naira was secured because the government still did not comply. Yet, instead of paying, the state indicated appeal but never filed it. The workers' total claims of 2.79 billion naira were arbitrarily reduced by government to 1.56 billion naira without consultation. Comrade Anthony Basuzo, Comrade Bede Umade, and other leaders have written to Governor Soludo asking for intervention. They want active staff absorbed into the civil service and pensioners moved to the State Pensions Board. But till now, nothing. One of them, Mr. Hilary Izuagu, head of accounts, said plainly, over 400 former employees have died since this crisis began. Our children live in poverty. The government had not been transparent. My people, how can this be? Pension is not charity, it is a right. It's not as if you are dashing them money. It is what they deserve according to the law. Nke ha ka ọwụ. Abụrụ ife ya na enye ma ọ na governor chọrọ inye favor. Abụrụ favor, it is their own. Court judgments were clear, yet government ignored them. Now, if over 400 people have died, their blood is on the hands of the state. So the government is shedding blood. It's not until you are shedding blood indirectly. So Governor Soludo cannot claim progress when elders are dying in silence. That is not just labor injustice, it is wickedness. The worst form of unfair labor practice in Nigeria. In alunka na alunka, mani jinde mmadụ ụgwọ ha jiri maka ya na-anwụ. Ọ dị egwu, Anambra kwụnụ n'afọ. And we are looking on to Anambra State government to resolve this before the election. Maka di amama. Now let's go to story 2. Gunshots at Ebonyi University SUG election. In Abakaliki, Ebonyi State University witnessed chaos during the Student Union government elections at the College of Agricultural Science campus. As results were being announced, gunshots rang out. A student was hit by a stray bullet and rushed to Federal Teaching Hospital. The government confirmed the arrest of 3 suspects, Lawrence Azubike, Ibe Kenneth, and Njoku Joshua. A locally made pistol was recovered. The Commissioner of Police, Adaku Uche Anya, promised that investigation will be thorough and suspects will face the law. On a normal day, this should have been a celebration of democracy on campus, but it turned into violence. If students are already bringing guns into elections, what kind of leaders will they become tomorrow? Check ye odenda wuzi infusha kelu odenda ebia chiachi. Check ye. Nigerian politics has so much poisoned our society that even universities now reflect its story. If election, if any na batazinu na akwụkwọ bịa bili ha na watch ife na-eme n'enu ife ị na-eme n'ihu ụmụazị na-akọpịtị ha na-emekwa chekizie n'enu ife anyị afụ n'ọdịnihu ụdị society anyị produce Una fugo obidogo n'ụlọ akwụkwọ. Chineke efeni hojo senotofia no eme. This is a very dangerous trend. Authorities must not only prosecute these suspects, but also reform student politics. Our campuses should be a place of ideas, not bullets. If I know na onye alolo update to am onye modify something na engineering session ma nka ezenu de aka na ano. Nsogbu dịkwa ọdịnihu aka na ebido. Meanwhile, let's move to Enugu State. Enugu Police to enforce tinted glass permits. The Enugu Police Command says from October 2, it will enforce the tinted glass permit regulation. Both factory-fitted and aftermarket tinted glass must be registered online at www.posap.gov.ng, www.possap.gov.ng. It must be registered there, then verified physically at State Intelligence Department. The command also announced enforcement of a ban on unauthorized sirens, police spy plates, unregistered vehicles, and revolving lights. Commissioner Mamangiwa directed strict professionalism, warning officers against harassment or extortion. Numbers for the complaints response unit were also released. But here's the problem. Many car owners say the website doesn't work. If in Nigeria, Tayo Adenaike, a digital artist, said the portal never loads. Another car owner, Andrew Chima, said he tried multiple times but couldn't register. Oh, nafuno kife Nigeria said. Mana deadline woko nechi. Mana enwe onye nwe ike ije na portal. Ka ọ na ha enweghị enough bandwidth. Ọ dịgo overloaded. Kedu ife na-eme? And deadline wee echi, October 2. Well, this is typical of Nigeria. A law is announced, but the system is broken. How do you enforce tinted glass permits when the registration website doesn't work? Instead, it becomes another excuse for roadside extortion. Unu enyego ndị polisi ike, unu ma ife ụfọdụ ndị polisi na-eme, enwekwara ezigbo polisi o, mana unu enyego ha ọlụ. Enugu State Police, unu ewepụgodo akpa na uniform ndị polisi ka e wee na-ekwu, ewepụsị akpa na ụfọdụ uniform ndị polisi, ha gbagodo aka wee na-aga. Because the way it is now, police ya aba n'ife na. You have to suspend the date for the kickoff if the website is not ready, or else you are telling police to, be on the loose. Otherwise, this is not about security. It will turn to harassment. Now, on story 4, Imo State banned shuttle buses for patrols. In Imo State, the police commissioner, Aboki Danjuma, has banned the use of shuttle buses for patrols. He also warned officers against unlawful phone searches, extortion, and over-detention of suspects. He insisted suspect rights must be respected and any officer caught violating rights will face sanction. I wish this will truly work. Many of the times we hear police announce this is how we will function, but at the end of the day. So, on paper, this is good news. For too long, police in unmarked shuttle vehicles, shuttle buses, not police vehicles, they will just come, even know whether they are police. Some of them are in mufti. They will harass residents. Some of the times you hear that they are not even police. I watched a video the other day. One of these popular social media content creators was telling people to search for a particular bus, that they should track the bus. Now, this bus on a normal day, many people think is a police bus. They are using it to work. But they were actually robbers based on what we read. So these buses became symbol of fear, not protection. But Nigerians have had such promises before anyway. These promises. The real question is enforcement. If tomorrow Imo people are still being harassed, then it is just another empty press statement. Nigerians don't want words anymore. They want action. Sometimes there are laws. Yes, laws. Sometimes ndị nwanne na-asịsị dewe iwu, ndị police, hang on, maybe. Now, Going to Abia State, Ikpeazu debunks death sentence rumor. Finally, in Abia, a bizarre story went viral online. The former governor Okezi Ikpeazu was sentenced to death by hanging for stealing 1 trillion naira. The report claimed that the money meant for an airport and a light rail was traced to a secret account in Australia, and that a judge, Justice Chukwuemeka Nwogu, delivered the verdict. Meanwhile, Ikpeazu has dismissed it as false. He said no such judge exists in Nigeria. And Abia's allocation during his 8 years was less than 500 billion. So 1 trillion theft is impossible. The allocation of Anenye the state and the state in another for that 8 years on akawa na oluhodo 500 billion. So kezu ka nyanwa yesizu 1 trillion. If Abia na azu amaho or if na chikowa. Now he went on to say financial crimes in Nigeria are not capital offenses. These are what he said. All my a security body like an anti-graft agency like EFCC. A governor actually probe a governor. If a meme, njidegu onye ohi egbo ife niile igbocha inwere ike jewe mana mme make sure na igboro ife niile iriri ego niile izuru inwe ka esi gbochacha drop everything igawa na asị m operate na onwe m. Meanwhile, in relation to that story, fake news is dangerous. Such fabrications mislead the public and distract from real issues like genuine corruption and underdevelopment. So Nigerians must be careful to separate truth from lies. But leaders must also remember, fake news thrives where there is mistrust. If governance has been more transparent, people wouldn't easily believe such wild stories. My people, look closely at these 5 stories. Pensioners dying in Anambra, students bleeding in Ebonyi, broken system in Enugu, promises in Imo, and fake news in Abia. Different states, same story. In Nigeria, where leaders play and the other people suffer. It is time for us to rise with our voices, not with violence, but with truth. Demand accountability, question every policy, and do not keep silent. Silence, my people, is the biggest weapon of the oppressor. And this is Igbo Area TV, bringing you the stories others ignore. I am your voice. Stay tuned. Share this broadcast and keep the conversation alive. For as long as the people speak, no government can silence us.